This is Scott Ford with Ford Richardson, and this month's Legal Minute is on the topic of average weekly wage. Average weekly wage is what the Commission looks to determine the weekly compensation rate that an employee is entitled to when they're disabled. The Commission looks to average weekly wage. They take 2/3 of that amount, which is the compensation rate, and that's what's paid on a weekly basis. The Commission, when determining average weekly wage, is looking to a 52-week period, specifically the 52-week period that preceded the work accident. So it's a math question. If there are greater than 7 days where there's no work and no pay, then you're going to omit those periods and those periods only. But for the balance of that 52-week period, you're going to look to those weeks that are appropriate, and it's a math question. You're going to determine that pre-injury average weekly wage. To the extent there are any abnormalities, perhaps it's a very short period of employment, just several days, then you may need to look to a similar employee. But generally speaking, it's just simply a math question. The other thing to be mindful of is that if the employee has similar earnings, and the Commission's going to look to the primary mission of that employment. If they're working, for example, as a driver for your insured, and perhaps at the same time they were hurt, they were working as a driver for another entity, then the Commission would combine those earnings to determine pre-injury average weekly wage. That's your 1 minute legal tip of the month.